this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. So glad that you could join us and, on this Saturday, the 27th of July. I'm glad to be here. I hope you're having a really good morning. We have 219 subscribers. We need 781 to reach our goal of 1,000. Start earning a little bit of coin. That'll be fun, and we'll put everything back into the channel for software, night vision cameras, other kind of cameras, and really start bringing you closer and better pictures. But it's coming one day. We just got to keep on striving. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And give us a thumbs up if you will. Click the notification bell to be notified when we upload a new video or if we go live. And join us. And if you really like what we're doing, subscribe, like, comment. And if you really like what we're doing, you can make a donation. All the information is down below in the description box. And we do appreciate it very much. And we're looking for a new logo for the Backyard Ufologist, something to do with a UFO, an orb, stuff like that, something really cool. And you can win a gift card or something of that nature if we do pick that, for sure. I know there's a lot of artists out there, and we'll get you out there also, your name, on Twitter, Instagram, my show, YouTube, and everything. But we're still looking, because we want to make some t-shirts and maybe start selling those and try to make a little money to keep this channel going, because it's hurting really bad and it needs money. And that's for sure. I hate to beg for money, but we want to try to do what we can to start to keep bringing you this stuff and better equipment too. So you understand that. And if you are subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed and the notification button is still chosen, because they are really cutting, like you just saw when I tried to do Hangouts. I've never had a problem with Hangouts, and that was weird. That was really weird. And then last week, you know what happened with the music playing. Man, I'm glad I wasn't monetized. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I would have had to do the whole thing over again like I'm doing right now, because you can't make any money when you get those copyright things with just a little bit of music, you know. And what about radio stations? Do they pay or something? You know, I used to be a disc jockey. I don't know anything about that. That's politics. And politics, yeah. We won't even get into that. Hey, let me go ahead and do some shout-outs. Shotzi K on Twitter, a really good friend on Twitter, showed me how to do some of the things on Twitter I didn't know I could do. So thank you very much. CJ Truth is on Twitter. Show me the light. Christian and Anthony in the UK. Hello there, guys. I know I love you guys. You got all the toys. It's really cool. I love that stuff. I look forward to seeing what you come up with and what I asked you to do. I hope you do that. I appreciate it. Mystic ALC, Art Alien TV, and Space Detective. That's Mr. White over in the UK. Hello. And Darla, my darling, Darla. Glad that you're joining us, and thank you for referring some people over to me. My Skies 5D, Proper Paranormal from Stephen Criddle. Or is it Stefan? Stefan Criddle. Yeah, I think it's Stefan is what it is. I don't know why. We say Stephen the way you spell it here in the States. So it can be Stephen, it can be Stefan. I'm pretty sure it's the same way there. But anyway, Orbs Ram, Brandon. Hello, Brandon. Glad that you could join us today, because I know you're joining us. I hear you. East Eddie Ranch, James Gillian, they're winding down their conference, or I believe they'll have another one coming up. But man, the big one, yeah, they have some video and the night watch, watching the sky and all the UFOs. Man, I can't wait to come and see you, James, and feel that energy there. I've created all of this and do the clearings just like you suggested. So been following him for a couple of decades now. For sure. Cult UFO clothing store. It's a UFO clothing store, and it's really cool. Let's see. Zombie Apocalypse Cherokee 92. Glad that you can join me also. Pepe Le Pew. It's in Canada. So glad that you could join us too. UFO Case Alien, it's on Twitter. Rainbow All About Life on YouTube. Spirit Paranormal, she's just starting out on YouTube, I believe. And she's got a spirit box, and she goes to cemeteries and funeral homes so far. Check her out and give her some support. Tell them that the Backyard Ufologist sent you. Lion in the Woman, she's got fire too. All these women do, man. They're really good at what they do. On YouTube. Glad and thank you for sending people over to my channel. It's just, the support is great. These people, the support, the community is just so cool, and I'm so glad to be a part of that. I really am. Guys are cool. I'm telling you, I wish we could all have a little conference ourselves. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Mona Lisa Skywatcher on YouTube, and Susan Allison and Lisa Oates. Okay? I think that takes care of business there. Hopefully you can see this. I'm monitoring it this time. I caught this right above the pine tree. I saw this. It was like a little light. And I go, what is that up there? And I was able to snap the picture, and that's what I caught right there. That's as far as I'm going to get it. That's why I need to get the Photoshop where I can start bringing it in closer and inverting it. And well, that's coming. It's like $20 a month. I just can't afford another monthly payment right now, that's for sure. Especially on a credit card, man, with interest rates. Oh. And that's what it looks like anyway. And it's on out there a little bit and way above this tree, so it's over 100 feet in the air for sure. I don't know what that is, but I saw that just like it is. This is infrared, and this is what I caught this morning. Check it out. And it's like I was saying earlier, if you were listening to me and you couldn't see it, well, here it is. This is going by really fast, and this may be a Merkabah orb, and when they move, they look sort of like this, and then they just fade out of existence. I think they go into another dimension, and I believe it's like the speed of light. And like I said, you could see a little entity in there right here, the two eyes right here. And then here's the head and the mouth down here. This is I believe this is your classic gray alien right here. Or extraterrestrial, not alien. Let's call them extraterrestrial. And there was something over here, and it looked like a feline being. I don't know where it is now. You can look at this sometimes and you see all kind of different stuff. Here's one right here. Look at this right here. The two eyes, the nose. This is the snout, and something around the ears like they're wearing headphones or something. And this looks like some kind of canine being right here, for sure. And I saw something down in here. Where is it? Okay, here's somebody right here. The two eyes, the nose, and the mouth right here. You see that right there? And this is somebody trying to come through right there. And then over here, let's see, where was that? Right here. The two eyes, here's his forehead, the two eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and it's got a little beard going right there. And you can see behind him, it looks like a little window or something. So this is all dimensional right here. And you can see it's like, kind of layered. It's like going into another dimension right here. I think we caught that. And this may be just the reflection of it. I don't know. But you can see there's things in here. I was trying to find that feline being I saw earlier. But here's two eyes and a nose and a mouth right there. How do we see these things when it's traveling that fast? You can see right here. Oh, wow. I was really tuned into it earlier. I'm going to get back into the zone here. But there's all kind of different stuff here. Oh, I know, it was over here. It was in the orb. And this is the orb. It's in front of it. So, what is this? Huh? Check this out right here. This is so cool. Can you see it? There's an eye here, there's a nose, and there's a mouth. Tell me what you think it is. But you can see it's all right here. 2 eyes and a mouth. There's the nose right there. This is interdimensional. All of this is. It's just like layer and layer of dimensions. And look at this guy right here with 2 eyes and nose. And look at the mustache right there. It's like a handlebar mustache. You see it right there? And here's a profile of a guy. Eyes, the big nose right there, the mouth, and the beard right there. You see that? I remember seeing the feline being, but I can't make it out now. I did it earlier. And but you probably see it and say, there it is, it's right in front of you, Dave. And here's another guy right here. See right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth right there. And here's another one right here. Look at this. All these people that's in here. This is not bugs. This is not moisture and dust. Now these are Merkabahs. There's something right there. It looks like a bow right there traveling. And that's far enough away from the tree. Yeah, that could be some kind of ship right there. Yeah, and there's a little Merkabah or nature spirit or a pixie. Something for sure. But anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that. But that's what I caught this morning around 5:15 in the morning. Isn't that something? And then we saw that one. I only got 2 copies of that one. And right here, if you'll see, this is some kind of vortex. I thought it was a reflection, but I can take another picture and it'll be gone. And there's always seems to be some kind of entity in it. You can see right there. This is a vortex or portal or something. This is where they're coming out of, somewhere right here in the ground. The Hammonasset Ley Line with all the energy here. And you got a couple of orbs right here. It's almost like a little triangle here, and it comes up right in that triangle. So we'll keep an eye on that. I've been watching that for a couple of weeks now. See the 2 eyes and the nose and the mouth right there? I don't know what that is. And it's smiling. See the smile? And this is the globe, the garden globe my wife put out. I got to try to move that. I tell you, I don't like that. It always fakes me off. And the bird feeder and the chimes. This is the fairy circle. It's been there since about 2006 that my beautiful wife made. And yeah, it's got a little bird feeder in here somewhere. Right there, I think it is. It's a little bird bath, and the little birds come and she feeds them. And then we have a lot of deer, as you know, come through here. All kind of animals. It just attracts them. This is the little fairy statue she has sitting on a quartz boulder. And I did catch an orb around it. I'll show you that in a little bit here coming up. Okay, let's go to the next one. And you see that vortex is gone now. And you just keep our eyes on it on these pictures and see if we see it. Okay, here's some more orbs. And it's just really hard to see these, like I was saying. You know, I have so many of these, and I don't even use them, but I throw them in there every once in a while just to show you the energy that's around. You know, you can see that looks like maybe even a robot. See the head right there, the arms, the legs, or it's a star. It could even be a star. It's some kind of portal right there for sure. We know that. We know that for sure. So a lot of that going on. And this is a picture right after it. I took 2 pictures right in a row. Okay, look at this. See, the 2 eyes stands out right when you look at it. The nose, the mouth, you see the hair. I've been having weird dreams. It's been crazy. You see the 2 eyes and the nose and the snout? That looks like some kind of animal. I want to say it looks like a dog to me. The canine beings right there. You know, they could be extraterrestrials. You know, we don't know. Here's a little guy right here. 2 arms and a leg. Looks like he's stepping out of something. All kind of different symbols in here. And look right here. See the nose and the mouth right here? The eyes. That's some kind of dog. This is probably from Orion. Look at this one smiling. See that there? That looks like a picture of a dog. See it? The two eyes, the nose, the mouth right there. And gosh, here's a guy right here. Two eyes and a mouth. I mean, these are extraterrestrials. These are dimensional people. And I've seen this one before right here, this cross right here with it hanging down at the top like that. I've seen this many times. And that almost looks like a musical note right there. You can see so many things. And look right here. You see this? What do you think this is right here? This looks like hair coming down and two eyes and a nose and a mouth right there, doesn't it? See that right there? If you just sit there and look at it, and some of this is pixelized, some of it's not. And within the pixelization, you can see like right here. See, that's a dog. That's a dog. I mean, this is from Orion, probably, the dogma system, as they call it, the dog system. And that's probably why they call it. See the two eyes and a nose right here on this one? It's this dog. It's a canine. I mean, it's not dust. It's not bugs. Come on. This stuff's real, man. I'm telling you, it's real. And I thought I saw a big face there. Yep, there it is. And tell me what you think this is. See the two eyes and the nose and the mouth? Bigfoot. That's Bigfoot. Look. See the mouth right here? Here's the chin, two eyes, the nose, the forehead right here. It looks like something above his head here. It looks like an owl almost, doesn't it? Wow. Check it out. You can see it right there. See? Eye. Here's his nose. Here's his mouth. Here's his head. Yeah. That's Bigfoot. I mean, there you have it right there. It looks like a picture. Wow. Yeah, Bigfoot and an orb in my backyard. Yep. And this is kind of pixelized here. It looks like a head there. And this could be a guy with some abs going on there. I don't know. Could be. Two eyes and a nose. It's really pixelized, but you can see all the entities in there. I wish I could really bring that closer to you. When I get this Aurora camera, digital camera, and take pictures and take some digital video. You've already seen what I call it the iPhone video and other stuff. So, you know, it's going to be really cool when I have the tools to work with. And these are pixelized. You can see there's something in there. But, you know, I don't want to waste your time with that. But after that one with Bigfoot in there, that looks like an angel right there, doesn't it? Yeah, with the wings. It does. Yeah, we had angels last week here for sure. It's just undeniable. And here's another one right after the other one. Look at this. Do you see the guy here? The entity? Eye, nose, mouth. Got some facial hair going on. Here's one right here. Eye, nose. Look, these are, and there's like an animal right there, like a dog. There you have it. And then there's another guy right here. Two eyes with a handlebar mustache. See it right there? Right here. You see it. Here's a guy right here. It's an extraterrestrial. See the two eyes, the nose, and the mouth? Here's the ears. And it looks like a dog. Wow. Look at this. Do you see all that? I mean, if you just sit there and look at it, you can see it. That's for sure. Just kind of search it out and look. And it's undeniable. And you know, I do call them here. I use 1 John 4:1-4. You know, I make sure that we do a clearing like James Gillian does. If you want to know how to do that clearing, go to James Gillian. It's eseti.org, I believe it is, and just type in clearing or look for clearing. And it's a procedure you do. And you use your higher power. Mine is Jesus Christ, Creator God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. And you know, I'm spiritual. I'm not, I don't have a denomination, you know. I am just spiritual. Not religious, I'm spiritual. And I believe the teachings of the new covenant of Jesus Christ, the New Testament, for sure. And this one right here, if you back it off, look, it looks like a pumpkin almost, doesn't it? Somebody carved a pumpkin, and this one up here has some bands around it, and you can see that it looks like a guy that's walking. Yeah, so many things, and it is. You know, not all of these can be dust or bugs, especially when you got people like this in it. See the two eyes, the nose, and the mouth right there? That was really cool, the one with Bigfoot. I really enjoyed that. It surprised me, for sure. And look at all the elementals all in here. And this one's always in this one, in this tree. I think these may be nature spirits because they're always hanging around in the trees. And you know something, you can feel them. You can feel them after a while. There's something right here. I don't know what this is. That's weird looking. No offense. It almost looks like a bell. And something below it there. A little fairy or pixie elemental right there. You know. Hey man, I believe it is. Okay, that vortex is not really there this time. I don't see it, like it's not well pronounced. It usually is, and there's those three triangles right there. See it right there? Yeah, we're going to keep our eye on that and investigate it together. And here is an orb back here, but you're probably not going to see anything. Well, it's, I don't know, what is that? It's like a pyramid almost with something on top of it, and then it looks like a person's face right there. And look, it's not really all that pixelized. That's weird. Yeah, you can see some really strange stuff in my backyard for sure. And all of it, well, here's one right here. It's on, now that's the globe. That's the garden globe there. But right here, this is an orb that's on the fairy circle right there. And you can see there's something in there. And it's really kind of pixelized. You see two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. It's like somebody saying, hey! And then on a bigger picture, it looks like somebody right there. Several, just dimensional. Now this is a big quartz boulder right here. And a lot of energy. And here's another one here, and then there's another one here, and there's really big ones back this way. They're all in a line. I think they were put there in ancient times, you know, like in England when they were doing that stuff. A lot of those people were here that were in England back then too, you know. So they knew how to make this happen. I don't know if communication, they just really feel the energy. It's just the energy lines. And this one goes over the Atlantic Ocean all the way to the Long Island Sound, and then it hits right here, according to Graham Hancock's map that he has. The Hammonasset Ley Line runs really close through my backyard. So I think it moves, it fluctuates, and it comes through, and then we have a lot of activity, and if not, we have a little bit of activity. There's just so much energy here. And you can't really tell what's in this one completely, but you look right here, it looks like teeth and a big mouth and a nose and two eyes. It does. Just be, you know, I've seen this one before. This is on top right here. I don't know what this is. It looks like a little space station right there, doesn't it? And it may be the space station around some planet, and they're looking through a looking glass or something, and they can let us see. They're seeing beyond that. And that's what's there before it hits us and sees what we're doing here. So it's all dimensional. It's all dimensional. You know, look at that. And you can tell those are teeth right there in the mouth. Like a Pinocchio nose, huh? Hey, that's probably what they look like. You can really see it when you back out a little bit. Look at that. You see that? That is so cool. All right. And here's one in the car. Oh, you got an orb in the car, sweetheart. Look at that. Look at that. I told her this, you know, when you see stuff like this, it's like your guardian angel, you know, riding in the back seat. That's pretty cool. You know, we do 1 John 4:1-4. you know, and how can you go wrong when you do that? You know what I mean? I mean, you just, if you believe it and you have the faith like we do, and that's for sure. Yeah, that is something right there. Isn't that cool? Okay, now this is the moon. The moon is behind the tree here, as you can see it glowing and peeking through the branches. But this up here is not the moon. These are the, I'm going to say these are ships. These are ships that are up in the air, and these are windows. This is the windows that go around and they're looking out. And if you look real closely, now I've looked real closely and I could see like entities looking out of the window. It's hard to see, I know. It's hard to see. But you can see right here, it looks like people are standing here. There's their heads right here. And they're looking out the window. And it could be, I don't know. But look at this one right here. See the eye here and eye here, and the nose and the mouth? Do you see this right here? Don't that almost looks like a picture. It almost does. You can see the person right here. Two eyes, the nose, and the mouth. You see right there? There he is. Yeah. That's wild. And that's really high, too. That's up above. If you look at my channel, you can see where I flew a drone way above this, all of this, and looking down, and you can see what they see from up there. And you can tell how high that really is. Now, some of these I hadn't had a chance to look at. Now, you know something, you know, people say, well, me and Dave, you caught a fairy. You know, that looks like a mosquito to me. Now, that's what, I think it's a bug myself, you know. But if you look, that's a big-ass mosquito, if that's a mosquito. I mean, I wouldn't want it to bite me. I mean, check it out right there. I mean, this is way up in the air right here. So I don't know. It could be a fairy. You know, to me, it looks like a bug, but, you know, and some of these things I just don't know. You know, I've caught other ones that look like fairies. They don't look like this. But it looks like a mosquito for sure, but I don't know. All right, let's move on here. Here's another Orby. That's pretty cool, huh? Hey, Susan. Susan Allison. Hello, good morning. Glad you could join us, that's for sure. I know, what are y'all, about 2 hours behind us? 3 hours? Yeah, it used to be, I think, 2 hours when I was in El Paso, so it may be 3 hours, yeah. Well, good morning to you anyway. Glad that you could join us for sure. And let's see, what else do we have here? Okay. Couldn't really see anything in that one. And that, you can see right here, it looks like an animal, like a dog. 2 eyes, nose, here's your mouth right here. Here's a profile. And right here, a little something flapping. I don't know. Yeah, Susan. Yeah, a couple hours. Yeah, you are a couple hours behind. Yeah, I did a shout out this morning to you. I don't know if you joined us, but I had more technical difficulties as usual, and I started over with the encoder. I tried to use Hangouts for the last time. That was it. I'm finished with Hangouts after that. Oh, Google's censoring and YouTube. I don't know what's going to happen. They keep doing this stuff, and Congress is questioning them. Did you see that on TV? They were squirming, man. You know, it's not right. It's not right. I just hope that we get our freedom of speech back in social media. That sucks. That shouldn't be. They shouldn't be exempt from our rights in America, right? Don't get me on my soapbox. Okay, here we go. Now here's that other one. It looks kind of like Bigfoot. two eyes, the nose, and the mouth right there. I mean, God, how many Bigfoots do I have in my backyard in these orbs, huh? I'm just now starting to see that. That looks like somebody looking in right there. It's kind of all pixelized. It's hard to see. It's so far away. But look at the energy coming off of these things, man. Oh, lots of energy. Okay, there's that vortex again. See it? It moved a little bit. It was right here. There it is. See, this is not a reflection. This is some kind of vortex happening there. It's right on that one, and it's lit up too. See? And this is the globe, the garden globe, and this is the statue of the fairy. And I don't know. Let's see what this is down here. You just can't really take it. Can't really make it out. And same here and here. You know, I have a lot of these, like I said, you know, and sometimes I'll throw them in there. Like these that are against the tree, you really can't tell what's in there. It's the back of the house there in the fairy circle. Okay, let's move on here. This one was almost not captured, but it's so far away. You see, but you can't really tell what's in there. But if you look closely, you see an entity, and sometimes it's just so clear you can see their face and their eyes and their mouth and their hair and all kind of different features. And this is not lightning bugs. This is some kind of entity right here. You see? Oh boy, it's all kind of stuff. And you know, anybody that's close around on the northeast coast on Long Island Sound, you're welcome to come here and do an investigation. And I would be glad to have you. I would love to have somebody that knows how to do dowsing and come and see if they can find that Hammonasset Ley Line that runs through here. And that would be fun. That would be fun. You are welcome to do an investigation here. And that would be fun. That would really be a lot of fun. Okay, let's move on here. I don't know what this is here, but let's get in here. We have a lot of fairies flying around. That looks like it could be an angel. Look at the energy coming off of it and the different colors. You know, this is some kind of energy here. Here's one, it's not all the way in this reality. Here's some, it's way up here. And you just can't really tell. You can see there's somebody in here. It's some kind of entity. Like I said, if you just look, you see the two eyes, the nose, the mouth. And right here, it's like got a big mustache going right there, huh? Thanks for joining us, Susan. I appreciate it, hon. Alrighty. Here we go. And make sure, everybody, you come back and like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. When I edit this down a little bit for, you know, to post it and put my little logo on there and everything. So come back and make sure that you do that. I'm going to try to just do everything at one time coming up. I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. And that way you can, I won't have to edit it. And you can just make your comment. Sometimes I get 40 likes and then I go back, I only get 10. So they go on with their day, that's for sure. Look, this looks like a fox or a wolf. See the eyes right here, the nose, the snout right here. You see the ears right here. Just look at it and you can see it. Yeah. That one comes around a lot. It's around here a lot for sure. Okay, let's move on. Got lots to do today. I know you want to get on with your weekend. Now, there's this one with an entity in it right here. Here's his head. This is his body. His feet right here. I don't know if he's working controls or not. Looks like he may be standing up doing meditation or looking into something right there, for sure. You can really see that one. You remember that one I caught a couple of weeks ago? That was really cool. And then you can see this guy right here, two eyes, nose, big mouth here. Looks almost like Count Dooku. And a little chihuahua or something here. 2 eyes, nose, a snout. That's an animal. Here's a person right here. And if you just pause it and look at it, you can see all of these things and comment on it for sure. It'll be back up after I edit it. Can't really tell anything here. You can see there's an eye there and a mouth. And it looks like it's looking in another place here. Looking in another area. Here's one, 2 eyes, nose, and a big smile right there. Pretty cool. Side of the house right there. But there's that vortex again. See how it's moved now? And that one's lit up and the other ones aren't lit up. See right there? Yeah, man. I don't see it now. But anyway, a couple more orbs there flying around with something in it. I don't know. Can't really tell, but it looks like E.T. right there, doesn't it? Like the one that said phone home. Yeah, look at that. You can see it. That's extraterrestrial. And here is your cat. See the 2 eyes right there? The mouth and the nose. Here's the mouth, here's the nose, 2 eyes, here's an ear. That's one of your feline beings right there. The protectors. Yep. Here's somebody that's got a mask on or something. See right here? It looks feline. Feline-ish right there. And right here. See right here, the mouth? That's half human, half cat, is what we look. That's how we would describe it. I'm not talking about Nephilims. I'm talking about, you know, extraterrestrials. They kind of look like us, but they kind of look like animals too. So who knows? But you can see that's a person right there. There's their nose and their mouth and some kind of mask or a hat on right there. It goes over their eyes. And, you know, maybe what they travel in, you know, who knows? Let's see if we see any more out here. This is one right after the other. So you can see it changes really fast. You can see 2 eyes, the nose and the mouth right there. Can't really tell anything about these. Well, here's something above the fairy circle that I said, the fairy statue that I said I was going to show. Yeah, see? I don't know what that is. It's just out of focus. But look at the energy. Look how bright it is. Look at the field that's coming off of it. You know, it's not just a bug. And let's see, we see that little vortex there. You know, you can barely see it now. Barely see it here. I'm going to move that glove and make sure that's not just a reflection. And here's something in the trees. Let's check it out. You really can't tell what it is, but, you know, if I had the digital camera to take the video, digital video, we could see it flying and make sure and figure out if it is a bug. You know, to prove that. I don't know what these are right here. These may be just leaves. But right here, I don't know. That might be something different right there. But you can tell. I think these are just leaves here. But this one right here and this right here may be something. So it mixes in there. And it's really hard to decipher sometime. And this was early in the morning. A couple of orbs. One that's in the tree. Here's one right here. And that looks like a profile of a cat right there, doesn't it? And then right here, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. If you can see right here, the ears. And here's the nose and the mouth and the chin. Looks like it's had its night here, protecting. Look at this right here. And here's the body. Yeah, I see the body coming down right through here. So this thing is moving, it's traveling, and there's something right there. It's not a star. That's for sure. And here's another one. It's not a star. And yeah, you can see that this is a feline being right here. If I can bring it up again. It's hard to see. Two eyes, the nose right there, the mouth right there. Yeah, and right here is a mouth of a cat. Now this is a feline orb right here, dimensional for sure. It was early this morning, around 5:15 in the morning. Now someone sent this to me. I don't know what it is, so they didn't either. They wanted to be anonymous, so there is something traveling in the sky there. I don't know what that is, but it's weird for sure. Oh, that was me. And here's some of the ideas I have for, like putting the Backyard Ufologist, making it a little bit smaller, and a t-shirt or something. Another one here. It's cool. I like that one right there. We've seen this one before. That would be a copyright infringement there. We'd have to talk to the people and see what we could do. Work out some kind of deal. But I don't know. We'll see. And right here is a storm over the backyard. Look at these clouds, man. Yeah, the sky is crazy these days. And that's for sure. Isn't that something? It's a hell of a storm, man. It broke some branches, some big branches in this tree right here. Right, yeah, that one right there by the barn. Yeah. Look at that. Could be a spaceship in there, Because look, here's the sky right here, and then there's just clouds right here and all this energy. Yeah. That's a trip, isn't it? Wow. Some energy in that storm for sure. Look at that. Wow. Okay, let's go back. Okay, this next picture, this one right here, I took after the big last hurricane we had. What was it, Sandy? I believe is what it was. And I was at Dunkin' Donuts, and I turned around and said, look at that sunset. Wow. And I took a picture, and I caught something right here. I didn't see it at the time, and there it is right there. And see, you can see the energy, the field around it, just sitting up there, or it was moving. And look at these things right here. I've seen this before. I don't know if they're just clouds, but there are some kind of energy clouds, that's for sure, if it is. But anyway, yeah, this is an older picture here I wanted to share, but you can see there's a UFO right there. When you're not even trying to catch them, you can catch them. And I don't know what this is, so I took the picture. It looks like a rolling cloud, one of the rollers, but isn't that strange? It's weird. Any more? Yeah, here's one that's a little bit better. This is around my main street in my little town in New England. Isn't that something? We're going to catch a really nice ship. I think that's it. Yep. I believe that is all. Well, everybody, I sure do appreciate it. I hope that you will subscribe, like, and comment, and come back. Okay, I got to do it this way. Come back after I edit everything, and I'm still learning. You have to bear with me. I'll get this stuff down before long. My wife has a lot of honeydews to do around the house today. We've got some limbs we got to from the storm to cut for sure. But anyway, I'm going to get this done, edit it. So come back, like, comment, and tell your friends, share, and subscribe, like. Make sure you're always still subscribed, because they're unsubscribing. I get into that zone. It's hard for me to get back out of it, man. Looking at those orbs, man, it puts me in my zone, But anyway, we sure do appreciate you joining us today. And we'll check you back here next week, or maybe even sooner. I'm going to learn how to do all this stuff, and I need an engineer where I can just have the microphone and put up the pictures, and let me manipulate them. That would be cool. Well, maybe later on when we make some money, we get really famous. How about that? That'd be cool. Hey, did I tell you I was on Twitter and I had made a comment that Clint Eastwood had posted something. He started following me. He says, I like your comment, and he started following me. So Clint Eastwood, and it's the real one. And so that's pretty cool, huh? I really enjoyed that. Got some famous people. I said, mention my shameless plug, Backyard Ufologist, channel. Maybe we'll get 1,000, and just if we could make just a little bit of money, man, to buy the cameras and the software we need, it's going to make it so much better. So I do appreciate it. And if you want to support us, all the information is down below and in the description box. So I appreciate everybody. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and we'll check you back here next week. It's David, the Backyard Ufologist, saying have a great weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.